How pathetic can some people be?
My tax guy called me last year. He's like, I got an appointment for you on April 4th at 4 o'clock. And I was like, cool. And April's the 4th month, so he's like, hey, look at that, 4-4 at 4. And I was like, cool. And he's like, great, so I'll see you on all fours. And I was like, I think I'm going to go to H&R Block.
Dumbass of the day. 93.3 KZOZ.
Taxes have something to do with this story, and just stick with me, okay? Rachel Bolin, and her two daughters went through just a terrifying ordeal. She's got twin daughters. She lives in Corona, and a guy breaks into their house, strips naked, and it got super duper scary.
Because he's naked inside their house? Are they home?
And when he breaks into the house, yes, they're home. When he breaks into the house, he starts screaming at Rachel.
I'm in your house, call 911. And I scream back, get the hell out of my house. And he said, no, I can't. And then I hear his footsteps come up. And that's when the twins started to freak out. Yeah. I just knew I'm in trouble now. I'm in trouble. In my mind, his intention was to at least kill me.
Yeah, because guess what? He had a hammer, and he was trying to smash through a wall to reach the room where they had barricaded themselves.
Oh, wow.
When she's saying, really, get the hell out of my house.
I felt like the Hulk, because I was going to do whatever it took to protect my babies.
Yeah, that adrenaline, that flight or fight.
It's called a weapon. You need a weapon.
She was able to call the police. Police arrived.
I have a sword at my house.
Jason
a
Nelson.
Real sword.
He was a neighbor of theirs. And they arrested him for burglary and being under the influence of a controlled substance, hence the stripping off of the clothes. But she's a little mad because he was arrested and then released 4 hours later.
Oh.
I always felt like in California that we really cared about people and that we were trying to create fair laws. But this is very, very unfair because he has more rights than my children.
Fair assessment on that one, Rachel.
So he comes to your house. He's obviously psychotic. He gets naked. He tries to break through a wall with a hammer to get you, and the cops arrest him, but then they're like, we'll let him go 4 hours later, so he can go right back and do it again.
We can't really keep him on much, except for he was in a stranger's house naked, threatening their lives.
I would think at least 24 hours. At least
drugs.
Psych hold for 24 to 48 hours.
And we were talking about this a little bit before, because we knew the story. We're just talking about the dynamics of the story. I don't understand. White-collar criminals, and I know that they take millions and millions of dollars and they try to scam people out of millions and millions of dollars, and they should be punished for that. But I don't understand why white-collar criminals will go to prison for like 20 years when they have the means to work it off if you
I understand.
Follow me. Yeah. Like they can work in society and pay back their debt, but we lock them up for 20 years. Yet Jason Nelson breaks into a single mother's home in Corona with her 2 twin daughters, naked, swinging a hammer, and he gets let out of jail 4 hours later.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to think about it. I mean, that guy needs to be locked up. I mean, and I'm sure he'll have to go to court, but if he shows up, right? Because they let him go.
So now they have a restraining order against the guy, but what good is that?
Yeah.
Because obviously a locked door wasn't enough to stop him from breaking into the house, stripping off his clothes with a hammer, trying to bash in the wall while she was protecting herself.
Where did you say this happened at?
This happened down in Corona.
Oh, okay. Well, Texas justice.
I'm
ready.
It's not Texas.
I know, but it's just Texas justice.
Oh, you're saying apply Texas justice to California?
Texas justice to this situation right here.
I mean, I
would.
You know what?
Somebody came to my house and they let him out 4 hours later. First place I'm going.
But California officials want to know why the population increase isn't happening. You know, like it's like stalled in the state. Like a lot of the people, because they're leaving here for many reasons. One of the reasons is somebody breaks into their house naked with a hammer, and then you're letting them out of jail 4 hours later. I don't feel safe in that situation. I want to move to a place like Texas where they will make sure that this does not happen.
Exactly.
The screwed up system in the state of California. Congratulations. That's a big dumbass right here. This is a huge dumbass. Huge. You're Jeff and Jeremy's
Dumbass of the Day. It's Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.